of the programme's much-loved host, Humphrey Lyttelton. This show was recorded at the Swan Theatre in High Wycombe on the 4th of December 2000.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us for a second week at the Wycombe Swan in the Buckinghamshire town of High Wycombe. The very name High Wycombe has an interesting derivation. The Saxon word wick means a small village community. Coombe was the Celtic word for a small depression or hollow, while the Middle English high has the same meaning as today. Hence the literal translation, hello, villagers who live in a hole. The area's wealth was built on the manufacture of traditional furnishings, and High Wycombe quickly became known as the furniture capital of England. And then with the growth in demand for chests of drawers and fancy footstools, Wycombe was elevated to the tall boy and poof capital of Europe. The Chiltern Hills are famous for the health-giving properties of their fine spring waters. But when bottles were recently discovered to contain urine, they were quickly withdrawn from supermarket shelves and moved round to the own-brand lager section. Let's meet the teams. They are on my left, Graeme Garden and Barry Cryer. And on my right, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor. And eager to do her bit for the teams on the desk next to me, please welcome our scorer, the most fragrant Samantha. Let's start with historical headlines, where we take a fond look back at those days of yore. Before the advent of newspapers, teams, many varied methods of disseminating news were employed. For example, important messages were sent attached to arrows by the African pygmy tribes in the high grass plains. The most common by far was, where the hell are we? Teams, I'd like you to suggest for us how today's newspapers and other periodicals might have reported historical events of great moment. And the event is, the Druids build Stonehenge. Graeme, will you start, please?
Yes, from the Wiltshire Gazette. Roof of Salisbury Dome blows off.
Tim.
Melody Maker. Stones stop touring.
Barry.
This is from the Sport.
Oh, yeah.
Pop-up corn circles sensation.
Jeremy.
This is from the Building Times. Balfour Beatty insists Circle will be ready for Midsummer's Eve.
There's another one here from the Sport.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes, it says, giant set of alien false teeth ate my virgin.
Daily Telegraph. Outrage as pile of stones wins Turner Prize.
One here from the Guardian, from Corrections and Clarifications.
Oh, really?
Oh. Yesterday's headline, Pests welcome the solstice. Should have read, Priests welcome the sausage.
Let's try another. This time the event is Charles Darwin publishes The Origin of Species. Tim, will you please start this one?
Monkey News. Darwin's findings offensive.
From the Daily Mail, did our ancestors come down from the trees? See Paul Johnson on page 14.
Catholic Herald. Oh, bugger.
And there's one from the Guardian, Corrections and Clarifications. Yesterday's headline, Bishops tickle Darwin's monkey theory. Should have read Bishop's tackle, Darwin's donkey, Terry.
The teams are going to sing along with some records now in pickup song. Samantha kindly took all 4 team members down into the gramophone archive earlier to help choose their songs. It's quite cramped down there, but she managed to squeeze them in 2 abreast. The first singer's disc is ready, and I noticed Samantha's left it out, ready to be given a spin. Each player should sing along and then continue solo when at my signal she turns the volume down. If on the music's return you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original teams, I'll be awarding points, and points mean what they drink in pubs in Somerset. What do points mean? This week's prize is just the thing to clear those annoying balls of fluff that so often accumulate in the belly button. It's this naval decongestant spray. Okay, Barry, you're going to start, and I'd like you to accompany Frank Sinatra singing You Make Me Feel...
Happy individual, the moment that you speak. I want to go play hide and seek. I want to go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. You and I are just like a couple of tots running across a meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel...
Okay, it's your turn now, Tim. Would you please accompany the Monkees singing Date? Okay, it's you now. You now, Graham. Would you please accompany Mandy Miller singing Nellie the Elephant?
One dark night, she slipped her iron chain, and off she ran to Hindustan, and was never seen again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Nellie the elephant packed her trunk and said goodbye to the circus. Goodbye. Off she went with a trumpety trump, 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 trump. Nellie the elephant packed her trunk and trundled back to the jungle. Off she went with a trumpety trump, 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 trump.
Never seen again.
Record stuff. Finally, Jeremy, would you please accompany Buddy Holly singing his lovely True Love Ways?
I know true love ways.
Go for it, Jezza.
Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry.
Boarding at gate 3.
You know why, just you and I know true love ways. Throughout the day, our true love ways will bring us joys to share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh
With those who
Okay, let's try something else. Anything else. The next game is a quickie round, giving ample time for the teams to give vent to their full acting range. It's called Sound Charades, and it's played in tribute to that great TV show, Give Us a Clue, where the players conveyed a film title without speaking and within a strict time limit. The undisputed mime maestro was, of course, Lionel Blair. Who can forget the look of relish in his face when he was given 2 minutes on the African Queen? In the original game, the players weren't allowed to speak. However, we found that didn't work at all well on radio, and so we've allowed the teams to speak. And then we found that this didn't work at all well. Never mind. Barry and Graeme, you're going to start, please, and your title will shortly be displayed to the audience via laser display. For listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
The Grinch. The Grinch.
This is a film.
It is 2 words.
2 words. Off we go.
There we go.
Hamish!
Yeah, Dougal. You'll have had your tea.
Well, as a matter of fact, oh no, I see you're You're having a meal, your
Aye.
festive lunch there.
Yes. Pull up a kilt and sit down.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my word, what a magnificent bird.
Thank you.
But it's not a turkey, is it?
Oh, no, it's not a turkey.
Pheasant?
No, it's no a pheasant.
McNugget?
No. No. This is unique. It's a rare cross, the result of a grouse. A grouse, mark you, mating with a wee finch.
James, that's a one-off.
That's just what the finch said.
Oh, wee soul brings the tears to your eyes. What would you call it? A frowse?
Oh, no, quite the reverse.
Oh.
Last Tango in Paris.
Oh, so close.
Could it possibly be the Grinch? Right, your turn, Tim and Jeremy. Your title's now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
The Sopranos. The Sopranos.
So what is it?
It's television.
Television, 2 words.
2 words, and it goes something like this.
Hey, you! You talking to me? Yeah, you! Mezzo! Nobody calls me Mezzo. What do they call you? Shorty. Okay, Shorty. I got a job for you. What kind of job? Saturday morning. It's a wedding. You sure it's a wedding? I don't want no funeral. Ain't gonna be no funeral. What if someone sings? You're supposed to sing like a canary. I ain't no canary. Listen, you gotta sing "Oh for the Wings of a Dove." You're with me. No, I ain't with you, you. The end of our careers.
Whatever it is, it's a good edit.
Sopranos.
You bleat with the fishes.
We come now to what's known in modern broadcasting parlance as a landmark event. So welcome to our spectacular, brand new round, the Quiz of Quizzes. Right, fingers on buzzers, teams. How many legs have donkeys? Hang on, somebody at the door. Samantha, can you go and see to it? Okay. Right, carry on. Tim.
4.
Tim says 4. Barry and Graham?
Higher. No.
Are you sure?
Higher.
I think it's lower.
Lower.
You say lower. Well,
Lower.
the right answer is that no legs have donkeys. So you were right to go lower. And Tim gets 10 points. Tim, question or nominate?
Nominate Graham.
No, the right answer is nominate Barry. You lose 10 points. Barry, what's the first letter of the word aardvark? Is it A, B, C, or D?
Can I go 50-50, Humph?
All right. Computer, take away 1 wrong answer and 1 right answer. Barry, you have 2 wrong answers left. Which do you go for?
Can I phone a friend?
All right, if you must. Who are you calling?
Ian.
Hello?
Ian, this is Humphrey Lyttelton from Radio 2's Best of Jazz. Now, I know you can't see the show.
Yes, I can.
Why? Where are you?
I'm here. I'm in the audience.
Well, you were told to switch off your mobiles before the recording. Please switch yours off now.
Oh, sorry.
Barry.
Ian. Ian, what's the first... Ian? Hello, he's gone.
Aardvark, does it start with C or D? Take your time.
I'll ask the audience.
Go on then. No. Switch them all off. Barry, you're out of time. But let's see what our survey said. Jeremy, your turn.
Can I have one off the top row and 5 little ones, please?
Okay. There you are. That's 1 Dundee cake and 5 macaroons. And your target is... Toad in the hole. Well?
No, I've only got Toad in the blender.
Well, 3 away, but that's only 2 points. Graeme, your turn, and it's time for What Happens Next.
Okay.
Well?
Well, what?
What happens next?
I don't know. I've never played this before.
Have a guess.
Okay, well, what's supposed to happen next?
The What Happens Next round.
Well, what happens in that?
I'm asking you.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've never heard of this before. I mean, I come here in all good faith. I don't know what's supposed to happen. I'm not sure what's been going on so far anyway. I've no idea.
And Graeme was talking when the whistle went. So you lose 10 points. Well, teams, at the end of that round, you've banked a miserable 72p out of a possible £10,000. Who is letting you down? It's time to vote for who you think is the weakest link.
Anne Robinson.
Anne Robinson.
Anne Robinson.
I'd have to say Anne Robinson as well.
Tim, why Anne Robinson?
Exactly.
Well, Anne Robinson, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. We have a musical round next called Musical Families. It's quite remarkable how many singing acts involve members of a family. We think of the Everly Brothers, the Nolan Sisters, the Osmonds. Coincidentally, pianist Colin Sell was once mistaken for a member of the Partridge Family. It took him nearly 3 weeks to pick the lead shot out of his back. Okay, teams, let's create some new musical families of our own. Barry, you can start. I'd like you to sing Rod Stewart's song Sailing in the style of Rod's distant relative, the actor James Stewart.
I'm sailing. I'm sailing. Still looking for that sound. Home again. Across the sea. I'm sailing. Stormy waters. To be near you. To be free. I'm flying. I'm flying. I once played Lindbergh. You probably saw it. It's usually on TV in the afternoon. I'm flying. Passing high clouds. That's pretty painful. To be with you. Who can say? I'm off on my scooter now.
Jeremy, now, I'd like you to sing Tom Jones's big hit Kiss in the style of his little Welsh nephew, Aled.
You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. Just need your body, baby.
get you then, I think. Don't need experience to turn me out. Got out under my arms now. You just leave it all up to me. I'll show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. Don't have to be cool. Tell my world in no particular sign. I walk compatible with. Just want your extra time and you are kiss.
Graeme, I'd like you to sing Louis Armstrong's It's a Wonderful World in the style of his cousin several times removed, the astronaut Neil Armstrong.
I see trees of green. Roses too. I see them blossom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful moon. Copy, Houston. I see skies of blue and clouds of white. A bright, blessed day and dark, sacred night. And I think to myself, Houston, we have a problem.
And finally, Tim, I'd like you to sing Queen's We Are the Champions in the style of Her Majesty the Queen.
We've made our news time after time. I've done my sentence but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, one's made a few, must be. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. But Charles, I intend to go on and on and on and on. So we are the champions, my subjects. And we'll go on reigning till the end. 'Cause we are the champion. One is the champion. No time for losers, that's you, Fergie. 'Cause we are the champion of the Commonwealth. Philip, don't do that, please. Don't. Not now, please. Don't.
Well, I notice it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's still time for the teams to suggest some chat-up lines for minority groups. So, teams, your suggestions, please, of chat-up lines that might suit dogs, where they're able to speak.
Fancy a bit of rough?
I promise I won't ask you to do anything I can't do myself.
Fancy doing it human style?
Since you ask, I am a pointer, but I'm pleased to see you as well.
My aftershave? Oh, it's just a little toilet water.
Sit, lie down. I wish it was always this easy.
I know a great place to eat. Honestly, it's the dog's bollocks.
Let's paint the town pale yellow.
Bet your stick you've pulled.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the plastic cup of time fails to emerge from the vending machine of destiny, and the scalding coffee substitute of fate splashes onto the unsuspecting crotch of eternity, I notice it's the end of the show, and indeed the series. But our regular teams will be back again in the spring, and what would the show be like without 4 top-class comedians? Tune in next year to find out. So, from Samantha, the teams, myself, and the fine folk of High Wycombe, it's goodbye.
Barry Pryor, Graeme Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor would be given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson and the producer was John Naismith.
Now BBC Radio 4, another in our series of classic editions of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, broadcast in memory of the programme's much-loved host, Humphrey Lyttelton. This show was recorded at the Theatre Royal in Winchester on the 20th of October, 2003.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You're welcome to join us this week from the Theatre Royal in Winchester, a fine city set at the heart of the ancient kingdom of Wessex. It was the Romans who established a town here on the site of a small British settlement and called it Venter Belgarum. The Latin word venter simply meant home, while the word Belgarum indicated a base of rocky hills or tors, hence the literal translation, home-based stores. With the withdrawal of the Romans, the town went into decline until revived as a Saxon stronghold to fend off the Vikings. Much of England to the northwest was terrorised by invading Danes, who forced the native populace to endure such hardships as pillage, slavery, torture and bacon slices pumped full of water. With the building of the cathedral, the city became a venue for royal weddings. In 1002, Emma, the daughter of the Duke of Normandy, came here to marry Ethelred the Unready, who used the occasion to launch his unsuccessful range of torch batteries. In 1554, the Archbishop of Canterbury came here and married Queen Mary and King Philip of Spain, and was subsequently excommunicated for committing bigamy. The cathedral is today a major attraction and houses the 12th century Winchester Bible, which is beautifully illuminated. This Christmas they're hoping to get Ainsley Harriott to switch it on. With the city constantly expanding, St John's Hospital was built here in AD 935. Their first ever patient is recorded as one Will the Shepherd. His descendants still live in the area and treasure the document confirming his admission date, which has been passed down the family since the very day it was received in 1984. St John's is believed to be the oldest medieval hospital in Britain. The NHS recently began a modernisation programme to bring all their others up to this standard. Well, it's now time to meet the teams, and this week we have 4 comedians off the television. And there aren't many who've been off the television as long as these. They are on my left, Barry Pryor and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Sandy Toxvig. And eager as ever to enjoy the teams on the desk next to me, please welcome our scorer, the delightful Samantha. Okay, we kick off with a round that's all about sequels to famous movies. The sequel is a well-known device designed to build upon the qualities of an established formula, and this was even tried with a once popular Wiley show called I'm Sorry, I'll Read That Again. I can't begin to list all the truly great qualities of the sequel. And believe me, I've tried. Rarely does the second version live up to the standard set by the original, so teams, I'd like you please to reverse the trend by suggesting titles of more exciting and expensive versions of the originals. Barry, you can start.
Death of a Sales Force.
Graham?
2 flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Tim?
Louisa May Alcott's Big, Big Women. Just a dream I had.
Sandy?
39 steps with deluxe Stanner stairlift.
Conan the Aesthete.
Chitty Chitty Bang and Olufsen.
Watership down and then back up again.
Very dramatic one, Call Me Saddam. Reference to Call Me Madam. It's the best that's ever gone.
Bring me the whole of Alfredo.
Dickens' completely unrealistic expectations.
Harry Potter and Sharon Stone.
12 calm women.
A whole sixpence.
That's sweet. Conan the Governor.
Generous Anik, as opposed to tight Anik.
Gorillas in the Mist, with slight occlusion from the west, but brightening later.
I'm going to ask the teams to sing for us now.
Oh, no.
In the round called One Song to the Tune of Another. Now, this isn't a concept that's at all difficult to grasp, teams, as the basic construction of a song mirrors almost exactly that of a spacecraft. The tune is just like a rocket motor driving the capsule, or words, up through the stratosphere and out of the Earth's ecliptic orbit, and once free of gravitational pull, the two can be separated, just as the words can be removed from the song and set to a different tune, or, in the case of the capsule, can dock with another space vehicle. Personally, I've never seen the point of space travel. Oh, yes, you can point to all the spin-off benefits, such as non-stick digital watches and a barrow that writes upside down. But what's the point of that anyway? If you want to write upside down, just turn the page round when you've finished. Of course, they proved the moon has 0 atmosphere, but Swindon has 0 atmosphere. And we don't all spend millions of dollars going there to see for ourselves. Now, teams, I sense that you think I've missed something here. Yes, what about the black hole, that strange area of space that's so densely compressed it absorbs everything that goes near it? How does that fit in? A body that is both dense and sucks. At the piano we have Colin Sells. Okay, we'll start with you, Barry. Would you please sing the words of Mac the Knife to the tune of Land of Hope and Glory?
Shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has MacBeath, dear, and he keeps it out of sight. When the shark bites with his teeth, dear, scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves wears MacBeath, dear, so there's not a trace of red. On the sidewalk Sunday morning lies our body using knife. Someone sneaking round the corner. Is that someone, Mac the Knife? From a tumble by the river, as if
You now, Sandy, would you please... I'm going to say that again to sound less eager. Would you... Would you please sing the words of Anarchy in the UK to the tune of Bring Me Sunshine?
I'm an antichrist. I'm an anarchist. Don't know what I want, but I know how to get it. I want to destroy the passerby, 'cause I want to be anarchy. No, don't party in the city, it's the only way to be. Is this the MPLA? I thought it was the UK, or just another country, another cattle tenancy. I want to be an anarchist, get pissed and destroy. I'm an antichrist, I'm an anarchist.
Your turn, Tim, and I want you to sing the words of the Red Flag to the tune of Mr. Sandman.
The people's flag is deepest red. It shrouded off our martyred dead, and their limbs grew stiff and cold. Their hearts were died its every fall. Then raised the scarlet standard high. Within its shade we'll live and die. Though cowards flinch and traitors sneer, we'll keep the red flag flying here, brothers.
And I'm so overcome by these two words that I very often can't say them at all. And finally. And finally, Graeme, I'd like you to sing the words of How Much Is That Doggy in the Window to the tune of Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind.
How much is that doggy in the window? Woof, woof. The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the window? Woof, woof. I do hope that dog is for sale. I don't want a bunny or a kitty. I don't want a parrot that talks. I don't want a bowl of little fishes. You can take a goldfish for a walk.
Sheer pleasure. That's 3 across done. We move on now to a game called Play Your Chords Right. This is based on a popular TV show called Play Your Cards Right, hosted by the evergreen Bruce Forsyth. It was Brucey, of course, who became famous with his many catchphrases such as, nice to see you, nice, and what do you mean a wig? A wig, what mean you do? In Play Your Chords Right, Colin Sell will play the first note of a certain piece of classical music, and the team's task will be to judge whether the next note is higher or lower. The team guessing correctly will get to answer a question about Winchester College. We've chosen that subject as not only are we in Winchester this week, but also the school was attended by our very own Tim Brooke-Taylor. And another Winchester schoolboy who famously sported a Union Jack waistcoat was Sir Oswald Mosley. However, Mosley was suspended for growing a small bristly moustache, clearly copying his hero, that notorious fascist, the school matron. Okay, I'll now ask Colin to announce the piece of music whose note structure you'll be guessing, teams. What is it, Colin?
It's the Kusswalzer, Opus 400, by Johann Strauss II.
Not again.
Okay, will you please play the first note of this piece for us now, Colin?
Yes, Humph.
Okay, we'll start with you, Barry and Graeme. Is the next note higher or lower than the first?
Higher.
Higher.
Okay, Colin, now. Can we have the second note, please?
Here's the first note.
Yes.
Here's the second note.
Okay, the first question. Under what circumstances might one Winchester schoolboy remark to another, that spree sweater is lobbing because I've jockeyed his suction?
Please, sir, I know, sir. I know, sir. Please,
Oh,
sir.
God. I think it's when the riders of Rohan have laid siege to the Elflings in the mines of Mordor. No?
No.
No.
Right.
Swatty Brooke-Taylor's putting his hand up.
Sorry, Sandy. Well, Sanders, you didn't notice.
Do people still carry smelling salts?
Can we have a go, please?
Yes.
Well, I think Spree was cheeky. Sweater man in sweat, so he's a fag. He's lobbing, he's crying, because I've stolen, which is jockeying his sweets. Is that right?
It is very well, yes. Confiscated is the word here. That cheeky fag
Yes,
is
this is a
crying
sad
because
story.
I've confiscated
True.
his sweets.
I don't know what your parents paid for that school, but it was worth every penny.
Now, Colin, can you give us a roundup of what you've played so far? Tim and Sandy, I want you to now guess whether the next note is higher or lower.
What do you think? It's lower.
Lower, Humph.
Colin, lower or higher?
This is the sequence so far.
Right.
Thanks
So
a
the
lot.
Next question. Next question is for you, Barry and Graham. Under what circumstances might a Winchester schoolboy say, "Pass the Bibling rods, there's a tunding on top of Hall"?
Well, he's pissed, obviously.
I think, no, I think you'll find Tun Ding was the school Sherpa, wasn't he? And they'd use the Bibling rods to get him down.
Well, I've got here, this meant that a flogging was about to be administered by the prefect of Hall on the dais in the dining hall in front of the entire school. A tunding could be from 12 to 50 strokes administered with Bibling rods, beech-handled rods comprising 4 apple twigs, each 5 feet in length.
Gosh, it's gone soft since I was there.
Colin, give us a roundup of what you've played so far. Tim and Sandy,
Yeah.
have a go. Higher or lower?
There, lower.
Lower.
We say lower.
All right. Here it is.
Yeah. We don't really want the question.
Can I just say the sweetest thing that you may not be able to see in the audience is that when each time Colin's doing that, he's beating time with his foot as if it really mattered.
Okay, Tim and Sandy, what's the answer?
What's the question?
What was the question?
I seem to remember is that note higher or lower?
And we got that one right.
We've done that bit.
Yeah. We got it. It was lower, and now you give us a question. And then you have a nice cup of tea.
Next question coming up, Tim and Sandy. How might sporting an erection in the chamber afford a Winchester boy a little more privacy? Anybody got the answer to that? Anybody? Sandy?
Well, it would keep the other boys at least 7 inches further away.
Absolutely right.
Thank you very much.
According to the Book of Winchester slang, to sport an erection meant to place a light bookshelf on the outside edge of one's slab, thus partly shutting off oneself from the rest of the chamber. What a load of codswallop. Now,
So what did you say at Eton then?
I can't remember.
Good night, nurse.
I was only there for one afternoon. We take a refreshing look at the lives of celebrities next in an exercise called In Their Own Words. I brought along a selection of magazine interviews with certain famous people which have short sections missing. The team's task is to use their skill and judgment to determine what the original words might have been. As a matter of fact, our own Tim Brooke-Taylor has recently been featured in a lot of interviews following publication of his latest book, called A Brief History of Tim. It takes us from the creation of the universe through the development of an ever-expanding and yet paradoxically infinite cosmos, right up to the present with Tim's appearance in Panto at Bournemouth this year. OK, we'll start with you, Barry and Graeme. For you, I have the words of none other than David Blaine. Magic is like an addiction. The ideas come from anywhere. I just think, wow, that would be...
lucrative.
He said, cool. Standing in a block of ice for 62 hours does surprising things to your...
To your sense of proportion.
Mind was what he said. On my third day in the ice block, I felt like I was in purgatory. I kept hearing what sounded like a speeded up version of...
quote unquote.
Well, he put it this way, the Munchkin song from The Wizard of Oz. I've known Uri Geller for years. He and Michael Jackson are the two...
I want as bridesmaids.
Forces of magic for me. My next challenge or performance piece is the most extreme exercise in isolation and physical deprivation ever attempted. It has to do with being solitary for 44 days and 44 nights, completely isolated from everything with no...
good reason.
Or food. Just a tube bringing me...
all the way from Mornington Crescent.
liquid with vitamins in it.
Oh, food.
OK, your turn now, Tim and Sandy. And for you, I have the words of Anne Widdecombe. Can you guess the missing sections in this piece? I absolutely hate getting up in the morning. It's only achieved with very considerable effort and the aid of 3...
burly dockers.
alarms.
Oh.
If I've ignored the first alarm, the second starts. I ensure the third alarm is...
under my arse.
Yep, I believe that.
Placed at a very great distance from me, so I have to get up to deal with it. So you were right, Sandy. I tend to miss the first bit of the Today programme, but I listened to the second from the...
shaving mirror.
Well, shower. From the shower.
All right.
In the morning I look in the mirror and sometimes I see dark...
bristles.
patches under my eyes. I wash my face with soap and water. I only use moisturiser if I remember. And I wash my hair. I can't. I've got this picture in front of me.
Well, turn it over.
That's worse. Each morning I'll spray myself with my favourite
cat.
Miss Dior perfume. I use Max Factor foundation and powder, and applying it takes...
3 years.
Well, 5 minutes. Then I throw everything into my handbag so I'm ready to walk out of the door. My mother is always saying, that bag will...
become Prime Minister one day.
Put your shoulder out. I've always had fabulous legs. I still do, although I never...
see them.
Wax them. I'm happy single. I don't need sex in my life. I can do quite happily without it. I would need a lot of persuading to start...
Oh, go on then.
Oh dear.
Fiddling around. I mustn't laugh at that. Fiddling around. I came into politics to fight socialism. I hate socialism. Fortunately...
so does Tony Blair.
We have another musical round now with Swanee Kazoo. This is where the teams perform unlikely duets on the chirpy kazoo and soothing swanny whistle. Musical accompaniment will be provided by Colin Sell at the piano. Colin was telling us earlier that he was once asked to play the piano for Sammy Davis Jr. And what a nice little school that was. OK, we'll start with you, Tim and Sandy. I'd like you to provide a rendition of Let's Call the Whole Thing Off, to feature Sandy Toksvig on kazoo and Tim Brooke-Taylor on the swanny whistle. Okay, your turn now, Barry and Graeme, and I'd like you to provide us with a rendition of My Grandfather's Clock, to feature Barry Crowder on the kazoo and Graeme Garden on the swanny whistle. So, ladies and gentlemen, as the actress of time and the bishop of fate go into the pub of destiny, and the landlord of eternity says, "Is this some kind of joke?" I notice it's the end of the show, so from the teams, Samantha, myself and the fine folk of Winchester, it's goodbye.
Barry Crowder, Graeme Garden, Sandy Toksvig and Tim Brooke-Taylor have been given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith.
Our series of classic editions of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, broadcast in memory of the programme's much-loved host, Humphrey Lyttelton. This show was recorded at the Ipswich Regent on the 9th of May, 2005.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week on a return visit to Ipswich, the undisputed jewel in Suffolk's crown. A beautiful county of gently rolling hills, Suffolk is bordered by Norfolk with its historic Tudor villages and nature reserve coastline, by Cambridgeshire with its fine university and unspoiled countryside, and by Essex. Opening in the 1920s, Ipswich Airport operated Britain's first air services to Paris. It was one of these flights that brought the great French dessert chef Escoffier to Ipswich, where he set about traditional English tarts and was soon famous for his spotted dick. Early charity parachute jumps also took place at Ipswich Airport, including the first made by a blind man. Older staff at the aerodrome remember it as a unique occasion, as they'd never before heard a golden Labrador scream. To the north of Suffolk is Newmarket, home of the Jockey Club. Founded in 1752, it's responsible for the control and regulation of underpants. In recent years, the coastline around Ipswich has suffered severe erosion, but this has proved a boon to hunters of fossils that are released by the waves and deposited by the incoming tide. So there's no shortage of washed-up relics here. They are on my left, Graeme Garden, and on my right, Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And please welcome the lady who gets her head down when the team's points are up. Our scorer, the delightful Samantha. Okay, let's get on with it. We started with a game that I see is called Kiss of Death. Nice to see some much-needed accuracy creeping in at last. In this round, I'll ask the teams to suggest examples of remarks which, if uttered on a first date, would guarantee an immediate termination of the relationship. Graeme, would you care to start, please?
I hope you don't mind men who like to play rough. I've got one waiting in the bedroom.
Tim?
No wonder you didn't send a photo. Shall we listen to quote-unquote?
Barry?
You don't sweat much for a big girl.
Jeremy?
There's something different about you. You're so alive.
Let's do it right here and now while everyone's concentrating on the sermon.
Oh dear, sorry about this. I hope it's just nits.
I would ask you back to my place, but I've got a chainsaw in soak.
Oh, well, that's better out than in. Look out! Just my little joke.
I find myself torn between Veritas and UKIP.
Get your balaclava on, you pull.
Okay, the teams are going to sing along now with some well-known discs in the game called Pick Up Song. Samantha made her customary visit to the gramophone library earlier, where she found a producer was filming a documentary. He was pleased to see Samantha, as he needed a body double, and explained that although he wasn't sure he could use her arms or hands, he'd certainly be happy to find her legs apart. Samantha is now poised over the record deck with this week's selection of discs and ready to give them a spin. You should sing along, teams, until at my signal Samantha turns the volume down. If on the music's return you're within a gnat's crotchet of the original, I'll be awarding points. And points mean prizes. Who let the dogs out? This week's prize will ideally suit every proud homeowner who wants to keep their carpets pine fresh and viper free. It's a year's supply of snake and vac. Barry, you can start. I'd like you to accompany Tony Christie singing Is This the Way to Amarillo?
When the day is dawning on a Texas Sunday morning, how I long to be there with Marie, who's waiting for me there. Every lonely city where I hang my hat ain't as half as pretty as where my baby's at. Is this the way to Amarillo? Every night I've been hugging my pillow, keeping dreams of Amarillo.
You now, Graeme, would you please accompany Peter Sosset singing Where Do You Go To, My Lovely?
Your clothes are all made by a bowman, and there's diamonds and pearls in your hair. Yes, there are. You live in a fancy apartment off the boulevard Saint-Michel, where you keep your Rolling Stone records and a friend of Sacha Distel. Yes, you do. But where do you go to, my lovely? When you're alone in your bed. Tell me the thought that's around you. I want to look inside your head.
Tim, would you please accompany Althea and Donna singing Uptown Top Ranking?
Them checks say we hip panting. True them to know one thing. We have no going hunting. No pub, no style. Our strictly roots. No pub, no style. Our strictly roots. See me on the road, I hear you call out to me. True, you see me in a pants and ting. See me in a outer back. See me give you heart attack. Give me little bass, make me wind up me waist. Uptown top ranking. Oh, uptown top ranking. Oh, uptown top ranking. See me in me Benson. Oh, driving round Constant Spring. Then checkers say me come home Cosmo Spring, but it's true Constant Spring.
And finally, Jeremy. Will you please accompany Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel singing Come Up and See Me, Make Me Smile?
You've done it all. You've broken every code and pulled the rebel to the floor. You spoiled the game, no matter what you say. For only metal with the ball. Blue eyes, how come you tell so many lies? Come up and see me, make me smile. Or do what you want, running wild. There's nothing left, hold gun and run away. Maybe you'll tame for a while. It's just a test, a game for us to play. Win or lose, it's hard to smile.
Right. The teams will take turns to act out scenes illustrating well-known proverbs for their opponents to guess. Proverbs are, of course, those wise sayings expressing pithy advice to anyone with an interest in pith. Tim and Jeremy, you're to start, please, and your proverb will shortly be displayed to the audience via the laser display screen. For listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Right, you're guessing this one, Barry and Graham. Off you go, Tim and Jeremy.
There are 8 words and it goes like this.
Oh.
How are we going to get rid of him?
We must use a computer.
Is it a special, beautifully looking little computer?
It is very stylish and favoured by graphic designers.
Can you use all PC programs on it?
No, it is not compatible with much PC software.
I think I can guarantee he won't be back for 24 hours. Exterminate the end.
This is obviously keeping somebody at bay, isn't it, for 24 hours, I would have said.
Because you are the next Doctor Who, aren't you?
Yes, indeed.
So it's the Doctor and a Macintosh.
So close.
An apple.
Yeah.
An apple a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, your turn, Barry and Graham. Your proverb is now being exhibited on the laser display board, and here again is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Love me, love my dog. Love me, love my dog.
That's right, 5 words, I think.
5, yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, Mr. Blunkett. A3 in a bed romp.
The end. You can lead the Home Secretary to water.
Love something, love the dog.
Love me, love my dog. Love me, love my dog.
It's now time to play the game called Mornington Crescent. First, I noticed from the more than 20,000 envelopes we received this week that we've been entered into the Reader's Digest prize draw. And that there's a postcard from a Mrs. Trellis of North Wales. She writes, "Dear Mr. Mandela, that big statue in Trafalgar Square looks nothing like you. Yours sincerely, Mrs. Trellis." And on with the game, teams, and in a bid to speed things up, I have this week provided you each with the latest satellite navigation technology. So if you'd please program into your sat-nav boxes a route from Liverpool Street to Mornington Crescent, which takes account of Montagu's second stationary ruling. I'd like you to start, please, Tim.
Right, from Liverpool Street, yes.
That's what I said. 5 minutes.
Let me just set it up.
Turn right after 200 yards.
Well, that's quite helpful. I think that takes me into Googe Street. No.
Googe.
Googe.
Googe. Oh, now let me see.
You've got the map upside down.
Oh, great, so clever.
Shut up and let me concentrate.
Okay. Farringdon.
Continue straight when you get to the junction.
Okay, that's Hyde Park Corner.
Right. We'll go to Oxford Street.
Please execute a U-turn immediately. This is a one-way street.
Oxford Circus is what I meant. Oxford Circus.
Very funny.
Okay, let's see this bit.
Carry on after the box junction. No, wait. Yes, straight ahead. Sorry, I lost my bearings there for a minute.
Well, pull yourself together.
I've got a headache.
All right, so Fairlop.
Oh, Fairlop, yeah. Fairlop. Now, leave me alone, I'll sort this out.
Whoops. That's a northern approach, is it not?
Now then,
Have you never played this game before?
Shut up, you. Bethnal Green.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Turnpike Lane.
That was fantastic play, Jeremy.
Thank you very Thank you very much indeed.
I love you, Jeremy.
Bad news.
I've got a headache.
I think we need to head for Camden
Turn
Town.
left. No, left. Left. Other left.
I'll have Camden Town.
Oh dear. I'll go there.
Stop.
Oh, all right, no. Oxford Circus.
Hackney Central.
Oh dear. Clumsy play.
Okay, let's see what she's got.
I don't believe it. Did you see that? World of Leather have got a sale on.
Fulham Broadway.
I love you, Jeremy.
Not now.
Please sing to me. Please.
Oh, Cockfosters.
Didn't the old man say Montague's second stationary ruling?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
That's a northern approach, is it not?
Oh, I see. Yes.
No conferring.
Oh. Belsize Park.
In that case, oh dear, Lower Regent Street?
Moorgate.
Oh.
You now have to sacrifice 7 sisters.
I've got excited again.
Beware. That is a vertical approach.
Waterloo.
That was fantastic play, Jeremy.
Trafalgar Square.
That's it. Mornington Crescent.
Our next round is dedicated to the US President. George W. Bush is the elected leader of the world's only superpower, controller of the world's most influential economic infrastructure, and supreme commander of the largest nuclear weapons-equipped military force on the planet. You couldn't make it up, could you? But then, according to a Gallup poll, 3.7 million of the American electorate believe they've been abducted and interrogated by aliens. Presumably with the question, what were you thinking? Teams, I brought along a selection of incomplete quotations from speeches made by President Bush, which I'd like you to finish off. Okay, Graeme, we'll start with you. His first quotation was delivered in Saginaw, Michigan, while attempting to prove his environmental credentials.
In the Pacific Northwest, I have made it clear to the citizens up there, I oppose breaching those dams. I know the human being and fish
can legally marry in France.
Here's what he actually said.
I oppose breaching those dams. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Okay, your turn, Tim. This remark by George W. Bush was made in Washington on January the 11th, 2001.
We'll make America where we want it to be. A literate country and
a country where people can read and write.
Here's what he actually said.
We'll make America where we want it to be. A literate country and a hopeful country.
I've got a headache.
I don't blame you. You now, Jeremy, here's a part of a quote by George W. from a campaign speech in Iowa.
We cannot let terrorists and rogue nations hold this nation hostile or hold
the baby after the bathwater has bolted.
That was fantastic play, Jeremy. I love you, Jeremy.
Here's what he actually said.
We cannot let terrorists and rogue nations hold this nation hostile or hold our allies hostile.
I don't understand why he declared war on tourists. And Barry, another remark made by the President at a press conference.
See, without the tax relief package, there would have been a deficit, but there wouldn't have been the commensurate,
Nurse!
Here's what he actually said.
The kick to our economy.
It's not even his second language.
Okay, here are some for any of you to have a go at. Here he is again with some remarks said at a press conference from the Rose Garden of the White House.
You know, let me talk about Al-Qaeda just for a second. I made the statement that we're dismantling senior management, and we are. Our people have done a really good job of hauling in a lot of the key operators. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, Abu Zubaydah,
Mahmoud Indigo, Sheikh Rattle and Roll, Yasser That's My Baby, and Celine Dion.
Here's what he actually said.
Our people have done a really good job of hauling in a lot of the key operators. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, Abu Zubaydah, Ramzi Al-Shib, or whatever the guy's name was.
And finally, here's George W. after meeting with the special envoy to Iraq in the Oval Office.
The ambassador and the general were briefing me on the vast majority of Iraqis want to live in a peaceful, free world. And we will find these people.
And disillusion them.
Here's what he actually said.
A vast majority of Iraqis want to live in a peaceful, free world. And we will find these people. And we will bring them to justice.
It's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time to fit in a round of Smokers Book Club. Samantha has to nip out now as she likes to smoke fine cigars. Obviously, smokers are banished from inside buildings these days, so she's off out the back to enjoy a hand-rubbed Cuban in a doorway. So while she's away doing that, I'd like the teams to suggest titles of books likely to suit a readership of smokers. You can start this one, Jeremy.
Great Expectorations.
Jim?
A Tale of Two Ciggies.
Barry?
On Her Majesty's Senior Service.
Graham?
The Da Vinci Cough.
Silas Marlborough.
20,000 Fags Under the Sea. Angela's Ashtray. The Spy Who Came In for a Fag. Tinker Tailor Soldier Ashtray.
Capstan Full Strength Mandolin.
Curious incident of the dog end in the night.
Eats cheroots and leaves.
I, Claudius, am having a fag.
Well, that's the end of the show.
Harry Pothead and the Philosopher's Bong. by J.K. Roll-Ups.
Well, that's the end of the show. But first, I'll ask the teams to read the cuttings they brought along. All done?
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Okay. With that, it's goodbye from the teams, myself, Samantha, and the good folk of Ipswich. Goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor have been given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith.
Cast in memory of the programme's much-loved host, Humphrey Lyttelton. This show was recorded at the Brighton Dome on the 18th of October 2005.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week in the city of Brighton, England's trendy South Coast resort. We are in fact guests of the Brighton Comedy Festival, to which we've been invited to bring something a little different. Brighton has a short but varied history. Joseph Taylor, writing in 1770, believed that the earliest settlement here was occupied by the Druids, who worshipped oak trees and virgins. And indeed there are still many oak trees in this area. Brighton was heavily bombed during World War II, but Adolf Hitler ordered that the Royal Pavilion should be left intact, as he intended to use it as a base following a successful invasion. Hitler had a particular affinity for the building, as it only had one ballroom. When Queen Victoria came to the throne, the pavilion became her favourite holiday home. However, in 1841, the London to Brighton Railway was built close by, and she ordered that whenever she was in residence, trains should stop outside the town until she left. Perhaps someone should tell Network Rail she's not still there. Anita Roddick opened her first business here in Brighton during the early 70s. She offered such alternative delights as jojoba and sesame oil, tea tree bark with nettle extract, seaweed and willow sap tincture, plus over 30 varieties of Brazilian tree frog creams. However, after 6 months, the restaurant folded. And she went into skin care products instead. Famous names associated with modern Brighton include Chris Eubank, who lives here in part of a converted monastery. He's often seen driving his famous truck, but ran into trouble recently when he was stopped by the police, giving his address as 67 Cistercian House, Sussex Street. He inadvertently drowned 2 traffic cops. Let's meet the teams. They are on my left, Barry Crowder and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jack D. And a warm welcome, please, for the lady who's just back from enjoying a rewarding poke around the North Lanes. Our ever loyal scorer, Samantha. Okay, we start this week with a round of certain failures. Oh, well, start as you mean to go on. With this in mind, teams, I'd like you please to suggest titles of books, films, plays, TV programs, etc., that would have proved surefire flops. Barry, would you care to start, please?
Midnight Cowpat.
Tim?
One bird flew over the cuckoo's nest. Bird flu, it's quite clever.
Right.
The Mancunian Candidate.
Jack?
Back with the Wind.
Anybody?
Groundhog Day 2.
The Cattle of Britain.
Lady Windermere's Fun.
That wouldn't be amiss.
The Texas Cold Sore Massacre.
Tom Brown's Media Studies Days.
leaving Private Ryan exactly where he is.
A Tale of Two Settees.
The orifice. Okay, with that glossed over, we'll move on to a musical game. We'll move on to a musical game called One Song to the Tune of Another. This is a concept of such breathtaking simplicity it needs only the briefest of explanations. So teams try to think of a song as a clothing store mannequin. The clothes represent the words, while the model represents the tune, supporting the words and displaying them to their best advantage. Songs can, of course, be given different arrangements, just as the mannequins can have limbs swapped around, striking different poses to suit different types of apparel. But I hear you thinking, teams, isn't there a danger of putting the wrong arm in the wrong socket? And what possible use would there be for a dummy with two left hands? At the piano we have Colin. Okay, you can start, Barry. I'd like you to sing the words of Orville's song to the tune of Cum Ronda.
I wish I could fly way up to the sky, but I can't. You can, I can't. I wish I could see what folks see in me, but I can't. You can, I can't. Look, Orville, nothing you can say will change how I feel today. Feel today. I know that we'll never part.
You now, Graham, would you please sing the words of Bridge Over Troubled Water to the tune of Bring Me Sunshine?
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side when times get rough and friends just can't be found. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Troubled water, I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you, I will take your part. Oh, when darkness comes.
Your turn, Tim. Would you please sing the words of Sexual Healing to the tune of When I'm 64?
Oh, baby, now let's get down tonight. Oh, baby, I'm hot. Just like an oven, I need some loving. And, baby, I can't hold it much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger. And when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing, sexual healing. Oh, baby, makes me feel so fine. All right.
Very moving. And I wish I was. Finally, Jack, would you please sing the words of Shirley Bassey's Goldfinger to the tune of Postman Pat?
Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch, a spider's touch. Such a cold finger beckons you to enter his web of sin. But don't go in, golden words he will pour in your ear. But his lies can't disguise what you fear, for a golden girl knows when he's kissed her it's the kiss of death. Oh, Mr. Goldfinger, pretty girl, beware of his heart of gold, his heart. Goldfinger, he's the man with the Midas touch.
Go on. The winner of this year's Jeremy Hardy Memorial.
Let's calm things down now with a round of word for word. This is where each team takes it in turn to exchange a random series of totally unconnected words. If the opposing team spots a connection, they should challenge to take over play. For example, if the word horses was followed by courses, that would be disallowed, as they can combine to make horses for courses, which is a well-known French restaurant. OK, Tim and Jack, you can start exchanging your random words now. Barry and Graeme, you should challenge to take over if you spot a connection.
Treacle.
Cassette.
Caustic.
Dentist.
Sou'wester.
Female.
Audience.
Barry.
There's recently been a female audience in Rome. It's the first time. All women meeting His Holiness.
That's true.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Rebecca Luce was there. Abbey Titmus. It was quite... I think that's what the abbey was called.
Take it up, Barry.
Crustacean.
Plough.
Hologram.
Barn.
Indigenous.
Haystack.
Loosh.
What? Isn't a haystack indigenous to a barn?
It doesn't live there.
Take it over, Graeme.
What?
What and what? Very close to
Quite right, Tim. Carry on.
Cardigan.
Pier.
Thong.
Cardigan's got a pier.
Lord Cardigan. Lord Cardigan was a peer.
That was a pier.
Carry on, Graeme.
Pull over.
Cardigan.
Cardigan's got a pier.
But pull over hasn't, apparently. But you can pull over to see Cardigan Pier.
Have you both? Whose go is it?
Do you want to carry on with that?
Yeah. Beret.
Oh, gosh.
Gasp.
Very Gasp. Old jazz musician, you must know him.
Why would he know an old jazz musician?
He has a collection of old records.
Really, right.
Yeah. Well known for it.
So am I. I'm 78.
Jack, I'm 45. He's 33 and a half.
So I've heard. Jack.
Finger.
Follicle.
Mute.
Owl.
Kazoo.
I'm getting sick of this. The teams are now going The teams are now going to delve into the world of public information broadcasts. Back in the 50s, these were often disguised as dramas. In fact, the BBC was asked by the Ministry of Agriculture to launch the Archers in order to help Britain's struggling farmers. Information has included tips on maximising crop yields, effective ways to avoid foot rot in sheep, and exactly how many Malibu and Cokes it takes to get your brother's bride up the duff on her hen night. So, teams, I brought along a selection of public information films from the 50s, 60s and 70s which have been interrupted. Your task is to complete them. We'll start with you, Graeme. Can you complete the following public information film?
Yes, there's a TV set on number 5. It's in the front room. And they're watching Columbo.
If you don't have a TV license...
Why not pop around to number 5 and watch Columbo?
Here's the answer.
If you don't have a TV license, it won't take us long to find you.
Ooh. Oh. You now, Jack, can you finish off this public information film?
This is Tufty Fluffytail, the red squirrel. Look out, Tufty! Look out! The roads are dangerous for little children, said Mr. Wise Owl. What's going on here? Asked the policeman Badger. We must start a club for little children and teach them how not to get hurt on the roads. That's a jolly good idea. We'll call it
the Young People's Railway Line Daredevil Club.
Here's the answer.
We'll call it Tufty Club.
Mothers, you can find out about the Tufty Club at your council offices.
Tim, now, can you complete this public information film?
I'm not drunk. Look, I tell you, I'm not drunk off the old, right?
Sure. Taxi!
Taste the station, please.
Right, sir. You okay?
I'm sorry about it.
Yeah, you get pulled over, please.
A pretty girl, pretty drunk.
So you're pretty much onto a winner then.
Here's the answer.
A pretty girl, pretty drunk, isn't very pretty.
Barry, can you finish off this public information film?
One fine day, Tufty is playing on the grass with Bobby Brown Rabbit. But Harry Hare and Willy Weasel are playing out by the road, near the cars and buses. Poor Willy. The car has knocked him down.
Calm down, dear. It's only a weasel.
Here's the answer.
Very luckily, Mr. Policeman Badger comes along to help. Oh, my word. Now Willy's been hurt. He won't be able to play with you for a long time. Never play near the road.
You again, Graham. Here's one for you to finish off.
Do you know what tummy ache feels like, children? Bessie and Betsy Brown Rabbit do. They found some strange bottles and some strange pills that looked just like sweets. So they tasted them to see what they were like. And now, look, they've got...
Jobs as supermodels.
Here's the answer.
They've got the most awful tummy ache.
And it continues.
Mrs. Brown Rabbit is putting them to bed with a hot water bottle, and then is going to get Dr. White Rabbit. Dr. White Rabbit says...
Bloody brown rabbits coming over here.
Okay, here's the answer.
Dr. White Rabbit says...
Luckily they didn't eat or drink much of that medicine. Oh, but it was a very dangerous thing to do.
I remember doing that one. Black now. Here's another one for you to finish off.
Awfully decent of you to give me a lift, old boy.
No, that's all right.
Had an accident with my car yesterday. First day out, too. I was going along a main road, just like this one, as a matter of fact. Plenty of traffic. There was another car ahead of me. Just where that one is now, man.
Wind the window down, old boy.
Here's the answer.
I'd forgotten the brakes were out of order when I put the car away 5 years ago.
Heavens, old boy, you might have been killed.
I was.
Gosh, I must have my brakes tested.
Tim again, here's another one for you.
Judy, I thought the faucets were away.
They are, to the end of the month.
Well, they've got visitors.
Must have come back unexpected.
If there's something funny going on...
It certainly isn't here.
Here's the answer.
If there's something funny going on, dial 999. There are many hundreds of calls every 24 hours. Every one is investigated. The police don't mind how many calls they get. And remember, the next call might be about your house.
How old was that?
Here are some for any of you to have a go at.
A year or so ago, Mr. and Mrs. Arnold Finney lined their kitchen ceiling with polystyrene tiles. How nice. How safe, too. Until they added...
More and more layers until they were trapped between the ceiling and the floor. Polystyrene Reptiles know when to stop.
And here's the answer.
Until they added a fine coat of gloss paint. Polystyrene tiles are safe. Gloss paint is safe. But together, they are a very serious fire hazard.
You can't really take him seriously.
And finally...
This is what happened one day when the ice cream van stopped by Tufty's house. Ice cream! And Tufty goes to find his mummy. Tufty always asks his mummy to go with him to the ice cream van. But Willy Weasel has gone off to get an ice cream by himself.
Oh, Willie's got crushed nuts.
Here's the answer.
Now Willie has been hurt. And all because he didn't ask his mummy to go with him to the ice cream van. When you want to go to the ice cream van, always take mummy with you.
Mummy won't crush your nuts.
OK, our next game takes us back to the golden age of letter writing. And we'll examine the lost correspondence between Thomas Crapper and Queen Victoria. However, the challenge is that the letters must be constructed by each panellist alternating one word at a time. When I honk, it's the end of the correspondence. Off you go, Barry and Graeme.
Right, we're Thomas Crapper. Yes.
Dear Mum, I would like to request an audience with you to demonstrate my new appliance, which I proudly call the flushing lavabo. You may be surprised to learn Spanish. While you squat. Upon the throne. Yours faithfully and permanently, Thomas W. Crapper.
Answer please, Timberlake.
Dear Crapper, we are very grateful to you for your invention, which we are going to use instead of Brighton. However, one hopes that we can quietly into the invention. Long have we sat wondering whether anybody can come on the throne with a golden and long-lasting and special yet dignified way for me to shit.
Well, I notice it's very nearly the end of the show, but there's just time to fit in a round of Cheesemonger's Songbook. Samantha tells me she has to nip out now. She's meeting her new cheesemaker gentleman friend. He's been trying out new production methods, and tonight he's promised to show Samantha how he can put a strong blue vein in Caerphilly. So while she's away preparing for that, I'd like the teams to suggest titles of songs guaranteed to delight an audience of cheesemongers. Graham, will you start, please?
Dairily we roll along.
Cheese, release me.
Simon Smith and his amazing camembert.
Madame Butter.
Bridge over Double Gloucester.
Super calorie French. Super calorie from our biscuits, especially with toasties. I wish I...
No, don't patronise him like that.
The Ride of the Vache qui rit.
Gorgonzola, she was a dancer.
St. I will survive.
K cheddar, cheddar. Whatever will brie, will brie. The fetter's not ours to see.
Do go on.
K cheddar, cheddar.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the lemmings of fate run over the crumbling cliff of eternity, and the shadows try to shoo them off, I notice it's the end of the show, so from the team, Samantha, myself, and the fine folk of Brighton, it's goodbye.
Graeme Garden, Brooke-Taylor and Jack E. were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sells setting some of them to music. The programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, the producer was John Naismith.
In our series of classic editions of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, broadcast in memory of the programme's much-loved host, Humphrey Lyttelton. The show was recorded at the London Palladium on the 2nd of October, 2005.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You join us this week at the London Palladium, the jewel in the crown of London's theatreland. From the 1860s until the turn of the century, the Palladium building was a successful amusements arcade, but fortunes declined. These were reversed in 1906 with the opening of the innovative Oxford Circus tube station, when crowds flocked to gaze in awe at the sight of a moving escalator. Next year, London Underground hoped to celebrate the event by repeating the spectacle. As its fortunes progressed, the theatre attracted big names from America, such as Harry Houdini. It's recorded, however, that his audience became restless as Houdini's opening night was delayed by nearly an hour when he got locked in the lavatory. After his death, Houdini's son inherited his father's secrets and went on to invent the CD case. With the decline of music hall in the 1920s, the Palladium was refurbished again and turned to staging great spectaculars, including one show of Apache Indians. The first night was plunged into darkness, sadly, when it was found the theatre had been rewired by a bunch of cowboys. This impressive auditorium was fashioned by Frank Matcham with ornate decoration and furnishings. According to the Palladium's official history, the fine Rococo opulence was designed with the intention of helping ordinary people escape their miserable, meagre existences. Let's meet 4 of them. They are on my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And on my right, Tim Brooke-Taylor and Jeremy Hardy. And please welcome a lady who regularly gives her right arm to help the teams. It's the delightful Samantha. Okay, in our first round, Uxbridge English Dictionary, I'd like the teams to share with us any new definitions they may have spotted. Graeme, you can start.
Randomise, a squint.
Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be calling out your name. I was settling down for a nice little doze. Tim.
Kingdom, a royal contraceptive.
Barry.
Stalagmite, prison camp for fleas.
Jeremy.
Jugular, a busty vampire.
Doodlebug, to draw a flea.
Gondolier, something you catch from a boatman.
Dynamite, to take a flea out to lunch.
Urethra, a soul singer who takes the piss.
Mishmash, to be late for chapel due to drunkenness.
Encyclopedia, to be sexually attracted to small bikes.
And cursory, where young children learn to swear.
Subdued, a less than cool person.
Himalaya, the transsexual rooster.
Okay, the teams are going to sing for us now. In the round called One Song to the Tune of Another. This is a well-established concept requiring explanation only to anyone who's slept through every show for the last 30-odd years. So I'll be interested to read this. The construction and flow of a song is very much akin to a clock. The numbers around the face represent the words, while the hands sweep round like the tune, carrying the melody along. This analogy obviously only works with a traditional timepiece, as digital clocks don't have hands. So in your mind's eye, teams, you should have a picture of a clock, perhaps perched by your bedside. And as you visualize this scene, I know exactly what you're thinking. What about the annoying little tick in the background? At the piano, we have Colin Searle. Okay, we'll start with you, Tim. Will you please sing the words of Remember You're a Womble to the tune of Titwillow?
When the sun doesn't shine and it's cloudy and grey, and it's only the beginning of the wombling day, and you've got to do the washing up for Madame Cholet. Remember, 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 remember. You're a womble, remember, you're a womble.
You now, Jeremy, would you please sing the words of Teenage Kicks to the tune of Jerusalem?
Teenage dreams, so hard to beat. Every time she walks down the street, another girl in the neighborhood. If she was mine, she looks so good. I wanna hold you tight. Get teenage kicks right through the night. Turn a corner on the telephone. Have her over 'cause I'm all alone.
Okay, your turn, Barry. Would you please sing the words of Elvis Presley's In the Ghetto to the tune of the Lambeth Walk?
As the snow flies on a cold and grey Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries, "'Cause if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto." Oi! People, don't you understand? The child needs a helping hand, or he won't be an angry young man someday. Take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Do we simply turn our heads and look the other way?
And finally, Graham, would you please sing the words of My Way to the tune of the Liberty Bell March?
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case to which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've travelled each and every highway, and much more than this, I lived it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, diffuse to mention, I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each shot across each pebble step along the byway, and much more than this, I did it my way.
Let's move on. Our next game will involve the teams boasting about some impressive aspects of their lives. I'm not sure this has been thought through. Okay, we'll start with you, Tim. You're at a party and you're just about to initiate a topic of conversation which allows you to boast about something. The rest of you take turns to outdo Tim's boast until I honk, when the next panellist has to initiate a brand new topic of conversation and start the boasting all over again. Okay, off you go, Tim.
I've just bought a new computer. It's got double memory, a huge amount of RAM.
I got two. Bought one, got the other one free. Nobody has one.
My computer's got such a good memory that I've dispensed with my own.
Are you sure about that?
I can't remember. What was I talking about?
Graham, introduce the topic, please.
Yes, we went on a fabulous holiday. Found this little restaurant where they do a local dish. I don't know if you've ever had it, but it's absolutely to die for. It's a very, very small chicken that they cook for about a week in moss and then serve up with the local cheese and a single strawberry. It's lovely.
Yes, I think you'll find that in my recipe book.
Oh, really?
Funny you should say that, because I went to a place in very far north of Scotland where they actually produced this is hard to believe, but they produced eggs from a mythical bird, and they cooked them in a special Scottish way, with very little in it. Very good indeed.
I actually ate the very dish you're talking about and enjoyed it so much I bought the restaurant.
Well, we went to this lovely Scottish village that only appears once every 200 years. We had the most fantastic meal. It was baby seals cooked in their own fear. And it was absolutely delicious.
Yes, we ate in a little Scottish village last night, a little village that Gordon Ramsay had brought down specially. And the dish of the day was a single tadpole,
Really?
roast and served in batter.
Good heavens, a whole tadpole.
Oh, I couldn't eat a whole one.
We were on holiday and we went to this fantastic village in the middle of lovely people, poor but miserable, so friendly. And they made this meal and they gave us wine and 8 courses and they danced for us and they gave us oral pleasure under the table. It came to £4 a head.
Good heavens.
£4. Well, I think you might have been ripped off there.
We go back in time now to the heyday of family entertainment with our tribute to Sunday night at the London Palladium. It was a time when there were only 2 TV channels booking artists, comedians and entertainers, unlike today when satellite broadcasting daily brings our teams upwards of 1,000 opportunities for unemployment. In true Sunday night at the Palladium style, the teams are going to play Beat the Clock. The original was hosted for many years by Bruce Forsyth, who delighted audiences with his many catchphrases, the most famous being, "What do you mean a wig?" In the original version of Beat the Clock, people had to complete a party game, but against the clock. In our version, people have to complete a party game, but then different people have 30 seconds to guess what game they're playing. And Tim and Jeremy, you're to start. The title of your game will now be advertised to the audience via the laser display screen. For listeners at home, here's the mystery voice.
Elgin Marbles. Elgin Marbles.
Well, shall I start, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. So I'll move the first one, which is... Well, I think that's the end of Museum Street. Okay, Jeremy. Yep.
All right.
Best of luck.
Oh, here we go. Right. I think the pieces are lighter in the travel version, but that's... 4 spaces, that brings me to Victoria Station.
Oh, that's very good. Okay. Oh, golden planet.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Then I'll throw again. Oh, Rome.
Right, here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, 666. Right,
Yeah.
here we go.
Oh, you're
Oh,
so
bugger, I've overshot
strong.
and gone to Turkey.
Might not be allowed back in, so we'll have a look at this one more time. This is it. This is it.
You should bend your knees when you lift.
Oh, that's Athens Airport. Over to you, Jeremy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The Acropolis, here I come. That's me.
Brilliant.
I win.
He does.
Right, can you guess the title of their game, Barry and Graham? Start the clock.
It's travel, obviously. It's an ease of travel.
Something
Easy travel.
big you were
In any
shoving around.
shape or form. Or...
Yep, Graham's on the right line.
Was it Monolithopoly?
Oh, so close, but oh, so wrong.
No.
Elgin Marbles. No.
Oh!
OK, here's a further game going up on the laser display board for you to play, Barry and Graeme. And here's the mystery voice for listeners at home. Wait a minute, too enthusiastic. And here's the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Snakes and ladettes. Snakes and ladettes.
Right. Off we go. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. I've got a snake.
Oh, down you go. Down the snake. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! Excellent. I've landed on Denise Van Outen. I go up 3 rows.
Here we go. Oh, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! Whee! Cat dealy. Oh! Up I go, if you see what I mean.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, down a snake. It's a snake.
How do you know it's a snake?
It's Simon Cowell. You'll go. There you go.
Here we go. Oh! Sarah Cox.
Yes.
Oh! All the way up now.
Oh, and you've won.
I have.
That was extremely good.
So, Tim and Jeremy, what game were they playing? Your time starts now.
Snakes and ladders, and then it's...
Remember
to the crumpet of the day.
Who we landed on?
Denise Van Outen.
Yes.
Simon Cowell.
Ignore him.
No, forget Simon Cowell.
You can't forget him. You can't. So, crumpet.
A.J.P. Taylor was one of them, wasn't
yes,
it?
Yes, it was.
Just move on one syllable.
Yes. So, nakes and slags.
Steaks and bladders.
Bladders.
No.
Adders. I adder, and I adder, and I adder. And then I woke up. No, I give up. Jeremy's got it, I think.
What? Oh, fine. Tease a new bug, why don't you? We don't know.
No.
In fact, we haven't a clue.
You tell them, Baz. You tell them.
Snakes and ladettes.
See? Yes. We got a round of applause for knowing that.
Right. The title of a final game is being displayed for you, Tim and Jeremy, and here once more is the mystery voice for listeners at home.
Ping pong. Ping pong.
Are you ready, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You serve.
That's it.
Yes, that's it. Well, we could have another game if you want.
I won that for Christmas.
Horn bell, bell horn, horn. No.
How would you describe the sound?
Chime, wind chimes.
No.
It's a pinger.
Ping,
Ping.
ping. Pong.
Pong.
Right, the paint should be dry by now. How do you follow that? In fact, did anyone follow that? The teams are now going to play the game called Word for Word. This is the game in which players on each side take turns to exchange a series of words which would have no possible connection. So, for example, if 2 words such as lift and shaft were heard, that would be disallowed, as they together make a stage direction on a low-budget Dutch video release. OK, Tim and Jeremy, you can start exchanging your random words now. Barry and Graeme, you should challenge to take over if you spot a connection.
Sausage.
Random.
Pancake.
Firecracker.
Pixie.
Morsel.
Marzipan.
Pandemic.
Tin tack.
Graeme.
Marzipan and pandemic have both got pan connections.
That's right, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
What happens now? OK. Over to your team, Graeme and Barry.
All right. Marzipan.
Endemic.
Endeavour.
Oh, what?
Tim.
What? Two ends. Don't meet in the middle. Two ends, endemic and endeavour.
No.
Well, he had the pans. I don't know why I'm taking this so serious.
Two ends don't make a ring.
That's true.
OK, carry on, Barry.
Boracic.
Mouse.
Mice
Jeremy.
originated during the Jurassic period.
Yeah, caught us out there then.
Oh. Walked into that one.
Shall we carry on then, Humph?
Yes, go on.
Scone.
Solipsistic.
Show off.
Whisk.
OK, this next round. Well, I know this is very nearly the end of the show, but it's just time to fit in a round of Monkey House Film Club. Samantha tells me she has to nip out now as she's off to meet her new zookeeper gentleman friend who looks after the apes at Regent's Park. She says she often pops around when he's checking the apes' enclosure and loves watching him up on the climbing frame, hung like a baboon. So while she's away enjoying that, I'll ask the teams to suggest titles of films likely to be enjoyed in the Monkey House. You can start this one. Jeremy.
Saving Primate Ryan.
Tim?
Fellini's Prime 8.5. A little bit clever.
Barry?
Educating Cheetah.
Graeme.
Breakfast at Chimpanzees.
Baboon on the 4th of July.
The monkey has landed.
Goodbye, Mr. Chimps.
Silence of the monkeys.
Conan the Baboon.
The monkey, the witch, and the wardrobe.
She wore a yellow gibbon.
Monkey on a hot tin roof.
Bring me the head keeper, Alfredo Garcia.
Ice station monkey.
Just spoiling it for everybody.
Just Harry Potter and the monkey.
And the film of Joseph and his amazing technicolored bottom. Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, as the hoodie of time is roughly ejected from the lakeside of eternity, and the Benedictine monk complains he only wanted to buy a new pair of sandals, I notice it's the end of the show. So from myself, Samantha, the teams, and the fine folk here at the London Palladium, it's goodbye.
Graeme Garden, Jeremy Hardy and Tim Brooke-Taylor will be given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. Programme consultant was Ian Pattinson, and the producer was John Naismith.